Let's get into some Drake shit, man. What's going on here?
I don't like any of you.
Niggas. I cried.
And boy, I've been sick to my fucking stomach watching you imbeciles type things. Stop typing.
Anyway, shout out to Kev Talks. Not UMG, media partner in crime during the Drake smear campaign, ranking some sexy songs for you. 91 of the 100 best albums of the year. What kind of bias as fuck writing is this? And look at the top 20. No credibility at all. Payola rampant. Addison who? So let's open that joint up so I can see who's at the top. Bad Bunny, Lady Gaga, Rosalia, Dijon, Geese, Clips, get the fuck out of here. Tyler Childers, Wednesday, Haley Williams, Playboy Cardi, FKA, what's it, formerly known as Twigs. I feel like I've heard. I don't know. I feel like I've not heard her before. Sorry. Sabrina Carpenter, fucking Earl Sweatshirt, nigga. You had the Earl Sweatshirt album. Come on, stop it, B. And stop it. Anyway. This nigga's bugging. So anyway, that's our first post right here. You know what I mean? So one of the reasons why this is important because again, there was so much payola that went into ruining this guy. Now I've gone through all these examples at length of how the industry treats artists who are able to actually get rich in the industry and get like very rich. Meaning like become a multi-millionaire, become worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You gotta think about how many artists actually became worth hundreds of millions of dollars or was able to make hundreds of millions of dollars within a couple of years. All right. Or not only that, just the fact that Drake owns his music. So I'm bringing these things up because time and time again, throughout history, record labels have shown that they will try to destroy an artist if they feel as though they're going against the grain or they become too powerful. All right. So if they did it with Tory Lanez, listen. So it's no coincidence that Tory Lanez wound up getting locked up after he showed niggas how to sell an album on NFT. Right. When Michael Jackson got that catalog, right, tried to ruin him and ruin his image. I remember as a young person going to the supermarket, look at the tabloids, and it said Wacko Jacko. I kept thinking, they mean Michael Jackson? Why are they calling him Wacko Jacko? And at the time, I didn't realize that was a part of a smear campaign. No kids who came forward saying that he touched them kids. I couldn't find out years later they recanted. Grown people don't recant on being violated as children. That's not what people do. When you get violated as a child, you don't say that and then later on say, oh yeah, now I'm in the dark and say, no, that never happened. So couldn't find out this whole thing was for nothing, right? And the list goes on of artists who've been screwed over by the industry, artists who never got their just due, never got properly compensated, so on and so forth, right? And the same thing is going on with Drake, where his label literally has been trying to put as much money as possible into destroying his image. And for the most part, they didn't destroy his image, but again, putting that label on him, being a PDF file, has been damaging because even though it's not true, the fact that people are even saying that and people speak on that and people think that, oh, okay, all right, well, Kendrick was standing up for kids. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm going to say it again. Y'all niggas don't have no footage of him sitting down with no scholars. You cannot find me multiple videos of him with the kids, doing anything with kids, doing anything in the community, doing anything to help anyone. Where's all these videos of niggas saying, when I was first starting out, Kendrick came through and showed love and did the verse for my album and whatnot. You can't tell me them stories. He not known for that. Kendrick not known for hearing a hot record and jumping on that record and getting everybody to recognize that artist. You're not known for that. Kendrick only hop on your record. Kendrick ain't give Doechii a feature yet. Doechii done got a Grammy before Kendrick gave her a feature while the girls on TDE. And now they on tour together and they still don't got songs together. Matter of fact, when has it been? If y'all niggas is so tight, Wouldn't this have been a great time to do a Black Hippie album? Like, where did the album go? I always wanted to hit a J Rock, Absol, Schoolboy Q, and Kendrick album. As soon as Kendrick started getting popping, if you really think about it, right, yo, you stop seeing as many collabs between them niggas, man. you stop seeing that shit, bro. You feel me? So anyway, let's go to our next Drake slide. So here we go. Drake was the most streamed rapper of November on Spotify with 1.51 billion streams across all credits. So that video I showed you earlier, right? The way that person is trying to frame that video, Drake is actually trying to inspire the people in the audience who have dreams, who have goals. And he understands, man, what's going to hold you back from accomplishing anything you want to accomplish is your lack of confidence in yourself. You cannot level up if you're around people who think you ain't shit. Excuse me. Or make you feel as though you ain't shit. But actually, I'll go to bed soon. But I want to get into this clip with DJ HED. Pause. Now, when the Kendrick album came out, right? What's going on here?
Period.
Oh, yeah. Shot this low. Hold on, y'all. Oh my god, I'm struggling streaming. Oh, I'm struggling recording. What's going on with this thing? Oh my fucking god.
Wi-Fi together, baby. Here we go again.
Was good. All right, man, we back, man. I'm sorry, man. Shit was like bugging out. Like I was noticing like everything was like freezing and whatnot. Hope this episode came out good. Hope it don't come out trash. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and share this audio from DJ HED on his show with this lady. I don't know the name of the show, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it anyway. So they're talking about the GNX album and everything. And now, so the GNX album came out last year, and I listened to like some of it. I listened to. I think I heard the whole thing one time, right? And then I heard I tried to play it again and just just really kind of give it a chance and everything. And like I just could not get into the album. I mostly couldn't get into the album because I felt like it wasn't what Kendrick does, and I don't mind, and I understand like changing your style up and stuff like that. But it was like very clean. You know, and at the time, and I'm gonna keep saying this is my take on it. I like Kendrick when he raps his heart out. I like Kendrick when he's trying to really rap. I don't like Kendrick trying to because you can hear that he's using less words. Kendrick sounds dope when he's getting into these super tight flows because it's like mad syllables and it's very full sounding, right? And to me, I think that's Kendrick's appeal. Hearing Kendrick like rapping in a way that's more pop and simple, and you can kind of hear him like trying to like make the song catchy, and it's corny as fuck. Even though not like us, like I'm like, this is a really corny attempt at being at making a catchy song. Like not even the hook, they not like us. A really good hook can go on anything. If I take those lyrics right and put them on a different beat, that doesn't necessarily hit this as far as the hook. Maybe the lyrics, but as far as the hook, and then really the lyrics are just more provocative. All right, most of the parts of the song that people actually know and like, those quotes are from Twitter. The A minor shit, the OV ho shit, that's from Twitter. He didn't make that stuff up. Like he got that off the internet. You know what I'm saying? You understand? But overall, like at least on this album, I just feel like a lot of like his approaches have been kind of was kind of corny. It was like very much like, all right, my song with SZA. Now I'm going to basically try to do like these bridges and do basically these different how can I say it's pretty much how can I say it's pretty much executing on trying to make the song catchy, doing different techniques and making the song catchy. All right, yeah, that's better. That's better. like for example, right? Repetition is usually how you make a song more catchy. The more repetition in the song, the more the song feels like it has a tighter structure, and the more you feel like, all right, boom, now we're getting back to this part. Now we're getting back to this part, and it makes you feel like more like you're hearing a record versus like when the verse is too long, or the hook is not catchy enough, or the hook isn't strong enough. You know what I mean? So you see him doing a lot of that, doing a lot of like trying to make make catchy songs. Which there's nothing really wrong with that, but it was like very obvious. And a lot of the bars, it's kind of it just sound like it's jacking off. You just smell your own fart jerking off. Like there wasn't really good lyrics. I mean, it's like the stuff it was about wasn't. You know what I mean? So the way that it was put out there, initially when people first heard GNX, they thought GNX. People thought GNX was a mixtape, and they were saying, "Oh, boy, this is just the appetizer. This album right here is for people just to listen to for the moment and everything. He's coming with the real album soon." Niggas thought he was coming with the real album. Nigga, this is the album. Like this is it. But you know what though? I would like if none of this stuff would have happened, GNX would have sounded way better to me. Because GNX, for the most part, even the fame that it does have, even the notoriety it has, it's still based off of trying to support him in his competition against Drake. It's not because like the songs are really that good. And don't get me wrong, for what Kendrick does, again, the songs aren't like terrible. It's just more like this is not great. This is not an amazing. This is more like okay, and the great. Like listen, before this shit, I was a Kendrick fan, and I mean, not anymore. I don't, bro. I have not played no Kendrick on my Spotify since all this shit happened. Cause it's like cause I realize how corny this nigga is. You know what I mean? Now you can call all rappers corny, but like this nigga Kendrick is mad corny. Like everything, because what it is too is that niggas have allowed him to become this hater that can hide in plain sight, and you can't say anything. But anywho, let's play what DJ Head had to say.
I think it was thought out and meticulous. Not now he did it really fast.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't one of those. I believe if none of the stuff that took place in 2024 happened, we wouldn't have got this album.
I agree with you, but I also have a little bit more information. Okay, so I'll say this. When I talked to him about it, he did say that this is 100% intentional. Mm-hmm. Like this is the album where he wants to make everybody respect us.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the point I'm making. It was just for that, not for like. Obviously, it's a good album, but it's up and coming artists on there or less established artists on there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that this was the one that's going to be the staple, or this is the album that you make that's just a staple in your career.
Okay. Well, I think it is. I
mean, obviously now it's Grammy nominated, so obviously, but. That's why it's like if it was made so quick, normally niggas take 2-3 years on albums.
Facts. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he threw it out. I think it was thought out and meticulous. Not now he did it really fast.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't one of those. I believe if
So basically, DJ Head snitched again because he always trying to clout chase and everything, running his mouth. He basically let the people know that no, that didn't happen. Kendrick didn't record that album right after the beef. No, nigga, he been did that album. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Pause. So shout out to Kev Talk. So the actual producer of GNX says it was worked on for 4 years. Kendrick had been working on that for 4 fucking years. Okay, I'm sorry, not for years. 4 as in 4. I'm sorry, FOR 4. My man, I'm tired. 4 years. Meanwhile, DJ Head, in some effort to make Kendrick look elite, did even more gaslighting on Kendrick's behalf, acting like he did it in just a couple of months. 80 to 100 songs. Oh, you mean these pre-recorded diss tracks? So this is also a part of Drake's case, right? Where what he wanted to come out was the fact that Kendrick and UMG had conversations and they specifically wanted him to get into this beef with Drake in order for everything to play out how it played out. It wasn't a random thing. It wasn't no. This was a whole concerted effort from the record label. You know what I'm saying, to bring down Drake's brand, to bring down Drake in general. All right, excuse me. That's what it was about. It wasn't this thing where Kendrick. It's nothing. People talk about this shit as if it was like, yo, Kendrick just had enough, man. Everyone's just always messing with him and you know and playing with his name, and he has to come outside and stand on business. You guys don't understand. This is what people was talking. This is how the people was talking. It's like, nigga, what are you talking about? What do you mean? So now we know for a fact that no, nigga, this was your this is what you thought was gonna be the one. He really thought, yo, I put together the perfect album, right? So let's go ahead and read from the actual producer. So Kendrick Lamar began working on GNX almost immediately after Mr. Morale, and Soundwave said that they worked on 80 to 100 songs for the album in a new interview. Now, DJ HED just said, I know he did it really fast. Mr. Morale came out in 2022. So that means that he been working on that shit for 2 years, bro. The beginning of it was like throwing paint at the wall, and it started to form this massive funky West groove that we lost because Kendrick and I are from Compton. I'm sorry, that we love because Kendrick and I are from Compton. And in that, I started to realize that people we should bring into it to push it even further, like the Mustard, the Jacks. I was very fortunate to have these friends who are very talented to push it to the next level. This is from Soundwave. And again, here you are, right? I know it's just that with niggas, right? Especially with dark skin niggas and dark skin privilege, the community always wants to find ways to take a dark skin artist, especially in rap, right? Or just, I'm saying just in general, right? You see what's going on here, right? Where look at how they're creating theories and making concessions and making ways for him to still be perfect and amazing and not being able to acknowledge. Because the girl is basically saying so many words. This ain't really like that great of an album. This is not really like, doesn't really help. Because GNX does not strengthen his discography. All right, it's to keep it a stack. Everything that he did throughout the year, it was all under the context of he's talking about Drake. And at the end of the day, we have an insatiable need for drama and shit like that. You understand? But anywho, the point is, you listen to niggas like this, bro, you'll never get anywhere in life. But you know what? Kev Talks has some good commentary. So let's read what we had to say before I go. So shout out to Kev Talks. He says, haha, bro, that whole side just be lying and they fake. Yo, so for everyone who thought the beef wasn't an entire rollout, the Super Bowl was hella planned. The fact that Not Like Us is specifically owned by UMG, not Kenny. All them songs during the beef, just sessions he dissed Drake in. It's clear as day that he made Whacked Out Murals the first track to fake like the album was new and relevant. Because on Whacked Out Murals, he's referring to basically the placement on the Super Bowl, how Nas was the only one who congratulated him, and you know how Lil Wayne didn't congratulate him and everything. You know what I mean? So he's speaking about these current things, and that makes you feel like, oh, all right, he just did this. You know what I mean? Which made people think that, oh, this is a mixtape. This is his mixtape stuff because, again, because a lot of it just wasn't really hitting it because they weren't really, it wasn't good songs. Keep it aside, this wasn't good songs. But anyway, so it's clear as day that he made Whacked Out Mirrors the fake like it's the album making new and relevant. This is what we doing. I'm sorry, it's the way he was doing in New York. And I told you, when I saw Kenny at the Super Bowl party right before New Year's, the fact that he was performing alongside Metro and Future wasn't a coincidence. So basically last year, you know, he saw Kendrick with Metro and Future, meaning that they had this whole thing planned out. So that shit was months ahead, planning to get the specific 3, let alone for We Don't Trust You 2 albums. So let's say for We Don't Trust You 2 albums done and have whole art design direction. When you really look at the timeline of these things, and ironically the bigger picture, is nasty work. How much plotting and people were involved in this? It only makes it more epic that the boy made it out the other side still on top. In long term, Kenny has way more to prove now on the next album. And this was his best and only opportunity to ever surpass him. And while no one even counts the Grammys in anymore as merit for him. Don't let Iceman come out on Grammy weekend. Anyways, watching all truths being unraveled in real time on time is priceless. So shout out to shout out to Kev Talk. So anyway, it's late, man. I wanted to share with you guys and I want to talk on that subject about, yo, listen, man, don't listen to these niggas, man. You have to decide for yourself who you gonna be in this world. We all got a part to play. You know what I mean? And we all got our role to play in this thing called life. Understand? Anyway, subscribe to the channel. Love y'all.